Good evening and welcome to the preview show. How are we all all in the same place? Like we can just about fit in the shot. We're all squeezed in. Hope you are all well down the lens. Thanks for everybody that's already in the chat. We'll go through you guys in a second. How's your week been, boys? We'll start with you,
Adam. Blustery.
Blustery. It's a blustery world at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah. Sort of a bit full on, but yeah, fine. Yeah.
Fine. That's nearly sounded convincing. Ryan?
Yeah, good. Finished work now. I am
on countdown.
On the old countdown.
Is the phone on?
The phone is on. He's in front of me. We are baby imminent. 2 weeks tomorrow is the big number.
So everything's next to the door.
Everything is standing by.
Ryan and I played yesterday. We're filming, and we'd already had the discussion that he'd had his phone on. We're filming on the 5th tee, and his phone goes off while the camera's recording. I was like, his heart stopped. I missed the beat, and it was like, oh my god, is this the call?
It was just a mate from work.
Stop calling me!
Haven't got time.
Come away.
So in the chat we have Richard Hodge, Chasing Pins, Glenn Taylor, Stephen Phillips, Ryan Rosansky, and I'm keep calling him Granddaddy Trett, and you're going to keep reminding me.
It's Gramps.
Gramps Trett.
Gramps Trett is in the chat. Thank you very much for everybody who is in the chat. Hope everybody is loud and clear. Doesn't sound like we're any issues this evening with any of the things we normally have issues with. So before we get started on anything, we have a video to play, which was very kindly sent to us, and I want it to start a trend. And we'll talk about the trend in a second. But first, I shall leave you with this.
So, Glenn, you've won this week. That fancy dress at the driving range. Well done, mate. You need to get yours done now. Still hoping for it.
That's brilliant.
So yes, thank you very much, Chasing Pins, for sending that. Fantastic, wasn't it? I love to see that. So if you haven't been watching, if you don't watch the previous show, there's a little bit of niggly banter between Glenn Taylor and Chasing Pins.
There's a feud. There's a full-on feud.
Well, we can turn it into a feud. We can make it Bryson and Brooks. And Glenn maybe 3 times has lost now and not done a forfeit for various reasons. But Chasing Pins lost last week, stood up to the mark, got in fancy dress at the driving range, and has laid the gauntlet down, I think, if nothing else. I would like to see this continue, and if anyone else is into getting involved in the Fantasy League, and if you come bottom, you will go to the range in fancy dress. We are all in, so if any of us finish below Chasing Pins, and possibly other people that are in for it as well, Ryan will create a new column in his ever-expanding spreadsheet.
100% will be in.
Adsy is in it. Good.
I think he's actually got that fancy dress.
So yes, thank you everyone in the chat for your comments. If you are up for joining in, what we're going to call the Chasing Forfeit. Or words to that effect. We'll think of something.
I feel like that was a mild fancy dress, just to ease us in.
I'm not making any comment because if it's likely to be me. So yeah, if you're up for it, stick it in the chat that you are in for some chasing forfeits.
Massive kudos to rock up and do it. Well done, guys.
Very, very good. Thank you very much for that. They do love a live from the range, the old Chasing Pins stuff, isn't they? Live from the range. Right, so let's crack on with the previous show. If you haven't been here before, we're going to round up last week's event that we focused on, which of course was the Honda Classic.
Yep.
And then we shall get into this week's Fantasy Golf, which is going to be the Arnold Palmer Invitational. So Ryan, take it away.
Perfect. So Daniel Berger going into final day, 5 shots ahead.
He's had better Sundays.
Bless him. Wasn't a good scoring day.
No, the weather was awful.
The weather was awful. The last 2 or 3 holes.
Oh my goodness.
Were horrific.
Yes, poor old Shane Lowry actually commented, didn't he? He felt he had it robbed from him.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because he had it robbed from me as well because I had Shane Lowry. However, first time winner on the PGA Tour, Austrian winner.
Yeah.
Sepp Straka.
Yes.
Sepp Straka, 28-year-old.
By all accounts, an absolute golf nerd.
Oh, really? A golf badger, is he?
Loves
Good
it.
on him.
Doesn't practice loads, just plays a lot. like literally got back. I think he was in the Austrian Olympic team. Got back and played the following morning at 7:30 in the morning with his mates, just because they were having a game.
Loves it.
Loves.
I love that.
The game of golf.
I do
Passion
enjoy
for
that.
the game, and it's always it's always nice to have new winners on the tour, and a European as well. So that's good because we're gonna need them.
Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to be looking at him as a Ryder Cup pick, but
you don't know.
You don't know
if he might kick on from here.
Stranger things have happened, Philip Price.
Indeed.
So fantasy. He played so well in that Ryder Cup. I will never forget him beating Phil Mickelson in the singles. Anyway, I digress. So points.
24 players this week. There was a lot of work to be done with the graphics because it's all nicely set up as templates and stuff, and I've had to jiggle and move and stuff because we've never had so many players. Lots of people coming in through text and messages after the live. So if you do miss the live, you can still message on the YouTube, comment on the video when you watch it back, and we'll get those in. However, bottom half. So 24 players. Here's the bottom 12. Quite a few joint points.
Yeah.
I did have to double check
Bit of rounding.
Check the old spreadsheet and the formulas to make sure it was all playing ball, but it was.
Beat me dad again.
All there. So Adzi, all in club.
Didn't work. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't.
Feast or famine.
James will definitely dress up.
Yes.
Oh, Adzi is definitely in for that.
So James Peck. Again, I had to check it. But
0 points.
0 points, but he had two miscuts and.
Two made the cut that equalled
the same.
Wow.
So, no movement for our current leader.
No.
Max Ballum, Slim Phillips. So new players, Eddie Beaton, and then some normal regulars in there as well.
Yes.
Pups, Trett, Grandpups, Pops, Gramps. I will change it. Gramps, Trett at the top of the bottom. So top half of the.
Just 1 second.
Oh, I see.
Are we ready? Everybody ready?
He's had a good week. There we go. Well done. He's had it. Come on, put it up.
Yes.
He's had a good week.
Yes.
He's had a good week.
I haven't had a good week. It's just nobody's done very well at all.
Let's be fair. No one obviously picked the winner because
no one would.
No one's ever heard of him. So yeah, obviously a very good week for Simon, topping at the leaderboard. Stuart Fisher, James Loss, Mark Greaves, all first-time players.
Yes.
And all did marvellously well.
They did do very well.
How annoying!
All school friends of mine. They are joining in every week now. I've been badgering them to get involved, and they are finally got it.
Yeah,
so that's good.
And the normal people chasing pins above Glenn Taylor.
Yes.
Oh.
So
there we go. There you go. There we go.
Normal service has resumed. So let's have
what does that do to the tables?
Quick look at our table, which does very little because.
I caught up.
You caught
actually,
up a bit, and
is what's happened.
Adam and I were pretty much there and thereabouts.
Yeah.
So we've now got two bits for the overall table because there's so many of you. You're going to do the bottom first.
Bottom. Oh no, I was going to do the bottom first.
You're going to do the
bottom first. Here we go.
Yeah, that makes sense. So bottom, obviously, a couple of new players.
Yes.
With only 1 week, so you're going to be at the bottom. 25 people have been involved so far.
Very good.
James Wade, if you did enter last week and I missed you, give me a shout and I'll update you. There we are. So normal people in there.
Yes.
And the top half. So James Peck, obviously no points this week, so didn't move anywhere.
Give everyone a chance to catch up. Bonnet is close.
Richard Hodge closing in. He's getting.
Tell you what, Granddaddy Trett's not far away.
Yeah, he's all right.
He's already there.
Let's be fair. James Wade is doing fabulously well. He's I've only got him in for 5 weeks, and he's 5th.
Yes.
So his average is pretty tidy.
What if we?
Same with Chris Manbridge as well. Very good averages.
In the chat, Rosansky's saying, "What about me?
What about you?
What has happened?
Did I miss you?
What has happened? What has happened?
Yeah, missed you. Sorry, I put you in.
Whoa, my goodness! I can
25 people are in.
Can only apologise for the administration
Sorry.
of the spreadsheet.
Where did I miss you? I don't know. Sorry.
One job.
One job, yes. I do.
Unfortunately, that one job is a spreadsheet and it's massive. Anyway,
I do apologise. I will stick you in and I'll send them over to you, mate.
A chance to redeem yourself now by explaining to anybody new in the chat how
I
is
made,
the fantasy golf
I made this
run?
up and I still don't know.
Yes.
Okay, nice and quick. We pick a tour event each week, PGA or I was going to say
DP World,
European.
yeah.
I was going to say European. DP World Tour with PGA Tour this week. You get 100 points to put against 1 to 4 players. Those points are then multiplied by their potential winning odds. That their finishing position is then multiplied by their winning odds in a sliding scale from 100% for first, 95 for second, 90 for third, and so on and so forth as it goes down. You've got to be in the top 50 to make points. Anyone outside the top 50, you're getting a big fat bagel. If you miss the cut, you are going to be losing points up to the maximum value of 3 points. There we go.
Indeed, correct. Very good.
And
Very.
If I get it out quick, then I'm all right. I can do
Like the
it.
terms and conditions
I
at
know,
the end of an ad.
Exactly. So there we go. That is the fantasy golf. If you haven't got involved before, please get involved now. And this week we are focusing on the Arnold Palmer Invitational.
Yes.
So Trett, you are up. Tell us exactly what is going to be going on at Bay Hill this
So
week.
we're at the Bay Hill Lodge and Club, something like that.
Lodgy Club.
One of those, but like this is such an iconic venue. There's been some amazing finishes, 17 and 18 in particular. So long par 3 over water. So 221, I think it is. I've got down over that 17th hole. If you've got a 1-shot lead, that's a daunting shot to hit, and then you've got that iconic finish down, dogleg into the right, all the way around the lake. Pin will be back right. You can run it there. You can go over the green into that bunker. Definitely a place that Tiger tamed.
Oh, Tiger did love that place.
Loved a bit of Bay Hill.
Tiger was always very good at winning the events that could have sentimental attachment attached to it.
Yes,
Do you know what I mean? Like, he did really well.
Yeah.
He obviously made Torrey Pines and Firestone like
His own.
Yeah. And Bay Hill was another one where he knew it meant something to win there.
Yeah.
And he always played. I found this iconic picture that I just have to put up.
Yeah.
Of Arnold looking down across the 18th green there. And it's just.
So yeah, if any of you don't know about Bay Hill, it was Arnold Palmer's pet, really. It's one of those things that he built it, he created it. All the little nuances that he knew. His sort of headquarters was there, his office is there. So it's a place that will hold sentimental attachment from now on. I think Tiger obviously likes winning a piece of clothing as well.
Oh yes, because
you love the green jacket.
Yes,
and you also get a nice red cardie for winning.
I'm going to put this one on the screen first because this is my favourite of the pictures. happy Tyrrell Hatton.
It's the only time he's ever smiled.
So yes, a lovely red cardigan for winning the event, and we've got a few winners in here.
So it's just one of those events. It's great. You know a lot of the holes. It's been on every PlayStation game forever,
hasn't it? Just yes, I forgot that it was.
It's one of those that it's just one of those places you know.
Yes,
you know really well.
Yeah,
you know what shots are coming. It's just a great event. Yes. We have also got an event back on the DP World this week. We are in Kenya.
Yes.
But we won't be focusing on it. But they are back after a 2-week break. The DP World Tour is back.
It is Kenya Open and starting to again build towards a few more DP World bigger events. Obviously, Masters is just around the corner now. It's, once you get to Bay Hill and Honda, you start thinking,
you got WGC
ain't
first.
Far away, exactly.
Yeah, WGC first, and then that leads in. So a lot of the guys will be spreading that schedule out a little bit more at the minute, but. Obviously, Bay Hill being a massive tournament, so there wasn't as many names at the Honda last week, but that is going to take a bit of a hit when it's between sort of those events. You've got Bay Hill followed by the Players as well. So
it's going to be awesome. So in the chat, this is probably our highlight of the day, isn't it? Richard Hodge and Glenn Taylor.
Oh yeah, loved it.
So Adam shows me a text from Richard saying he's winding Glenn up that we are focusing on the magical Kenya Open. So hopefully Glenn hasn't got his Kenya Open picks too much in view because we're going to be going with the Arnold Palmer Invitational. What's going to happen now is I'm going to put the betting on the screen. About 15-20 seconds per page. You guys can have a look through. While we do that, we're going to read through some of the people that have already made their picks. If you know what you want, you can start getting it in the chat. But yeah, have a little look, see what's going on.
Right.
So have you got some? Have you got some in there?
So we had a few messages from your school buddies and stuff. So James Lofts is in, Garcia, Matsuyama, Westwood, and Sanjay Im.
Yes.
25 even split.
Lovely.
Eddie Beaton is in, Mark Leishman, Sanjay Im, Bradley and Young. 25 even split.
Yes.
Mark Greaves is Rose, Fleetwood, Bradley, and old Graham Gooch.
Nice.
25 even split. And then we've got Patreon Kieran Headley, who is in Connor's list, Rye and Ram. 25 split. Dommy Rowe and Marcus Lee. So Dommy Rowe is in with Ram, McElroy, Matsuyama, and Scheffler.
Cool, he's top loaded.
He is
Hasn't
top
he
loaded.
just?
He's going for his 150s.
Yeah, definitely, I want to win.
He's on for a win. And Marcus Lee, Hatton, Fitzpatrick, Rose, and Fleetwood. Everyone has gone even split so far.
Of 4 players.
4 players, even split.
I've got an all in.
Oh,
Just in case you're in any.
Garcia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in case you're in any doubt, and just a Spanish flag.
Exactly.
Okay.
Brilliant. I love it. So we've got some picks here in the chat as well. Thank you, guys. So we've got Chasing Pins are in the house with 40 on Rory, 30 on Hatton, and 30 on Ricky Fowler. Someone is going to pick Ricky Fowler every week until he wins, because his odds are going up. Every single week. It was like 100 and something to 1 again this week.
Yeah. Stephen Phillips is in. So you got 50 on Connors. What was that? Kisner?
Yeah.
Kisner at 25 and Cameron Champ 25. Cameron Champ. What a golf swing.
Player.
Ripe show.
Max Ballum, thank you for your selections. He's going 60 on Rory, 20 on Fowler, and 20 on Tony Finau.
He's had to keep those picks since about 2:30 this afternoon.
So the moment Ryan said everyone's gone even split, there are 3 people there that haven't.
Happy to have it.
Fantastic. He has gone for it. Glenn Taylor's gone all in. Tyrrell Hatton.
Oh, gone in with the angry man. I love it though.
But it's entertainment, isn't it?
I love it.
Yeah. I love
So Mansbridge has gone for an even split 4-way. McElroy, Scott, Garcia, Hatton.
A lot of love for McElroy so far.
Yeah. And it continues with my picks. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah.
So I've gone Rory, Tyrrell, Christian Bezuidenhout, and Troy Merritt.
Troy Merritt. I thought. Oh no, sorry.
He's very
Sorry,
high.
I was getting confused with Trey Molyneux, who was also.
He's very high in the old greens in reg and proximity to hole,
boring
and strokes
boring
gained.
stats.
Yeah.
How far does he hit it? That's all I want to know.
But all about accuracy round there, but
yeah, well, Tiger
he will
proved that.
not be driving it over the lake, I can assure you.
No, he will not be. Nor Bryson, because he ain't playing.
Yeah,
so,
he back is
Gramps Trett is in, McElroy, Hov, Leash, and Fleet. But we're going 20 on McElroy, 20 on the Hov, 30 on the Leash, and 30 on the finest hair on tour.
Very jealous.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, some lovely locks, isn't it? Old
Rosansky is in with an even
Fleetwood.
split. Hov, Fitzpat, Casey, and
McNeely.
Cameron McNeely? No. What's his first name? McNeely.
Holy
Boris.
Holy McNeely.
Oh, it's going to annoy me.
Take the McNeely.
I don't
Okay, Richard Hodge is in as well. He's going for 20 on Rory, 20 on the Hov, 20 on the Horse Shell. Maverick. And 40 on the Eagle. T-Gala. These are great.
Right.
This is
Rosansky,
lovely.
yours are definitely in this week, and I've very nearly done your
And
last
he's
week's
got
as
no
well.
Scottish person in there.
No, I know.
Probably isn't anyone in the field.
Do you know what?
I'm guessing there's no one in the field. There's no Knox and there's no Laird. And there's no...
There is Laird.
No way.
Laird's in the thing, because I nearly had him. He's definitely in there.
That's controversial. I'm sure for it. Maybe Ryan's deliberately not picking someone Scottish so that you put him in the spreadsheet this week.
Yeah, but
also they win.
That's what they win.
I did think. Do you know what? I vaguely remember someone picking Knox, and it never came through. And I'm very, very sorry. I'm so sorry.
Nearly.
Don't
Sound like
admit
you
it.
nearly meant it as well.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so I made some picks as well.
You have
But I
indeed.
can't remember who they were.
Would you like them?
Yeah, you can tell them.
Yeah.
I made them early as well.
So Horschel,
did?
Burns, McDowell, Lahiri.
Yes. So
Oh, Graeme.
couple from the middle, couple from the bottom, please, Rachel.
Yeah.
So I've gone Adiban Lahiri, who was very unlucky to miss the cut last week. Missed it by one shot.
Graeme McDowell.
Graeme McDowell. I just feel like his name's Graham, Max. He's going to be due for a good week at some point soon.
Shoot that pigeon.
And get the lion on the line. And who else did I go for?
Lahiri, Horschel, Burns,
Oh,
McDowell.
yeah, Horschel. Like, I got to keep picking him because I thought he had a good chance last week. Came really good across the weekend. Didn't get it done. And then Sam Burns, aim pointer. Just like he's ready for. Like I know he's won a few times already on tour, but he's ready for that big win.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to win like what we're going to call a proper event. So yeah. Any more? Who are we missing? We've got a lot of picks.
Done well. I'll do mine.
Haven't got a Mr. Swanton yet.
No,
Swanton.
but
No,
there's
we haven't had
text
it.
been sent.
Edsy's at Nets.
Is he pre-season Nets?
Sav's. Oh, I don't know.
Sav's busy.
Sav's
No
embroidering
Pecky
stuff.
either. Was there? We had.
No, James Peck normally has a comment.
He does.
Yeah.
He's
He
a
does
late
comment
commenter
because he can't
Yeah.
watch on a
Yes.
Tuesday. So my picks, I've also gone for the Zedenhut,
Nice.
20 points. Thomas Peters, 20 points.
Going for Austrian.
Yeah, I'm
Austrian
feeling it.
dominance.
And
Belgium.
Is he Belgian?
he's
is he?
Belgian, yeah. And
Flemish.
Lucas Herbert, 60 points.
You've gone all
All
European.
Euros. I know. Like,
Oh, no,
and
he's
that's
Aussie,
after we were discussing this week about the fact that
Yeah.
12 of the top 20 in the world are American.
Yes.
Um,
So there we go. That's that. Doesn't look like there's any more picks
Not
in
yet.
the
No.
chat.
No.
So yeah,
So
if you
what's-
have managed to get to this point and you're watching us back, get those picks in the old comments.
in the comments would be lovely. Reed did take a disliking to us last week, yes, Ryan. But do you know what? I still don't mind picking him and happy for him to miss the cut.
We're happy for that to happen as well.
It's a kind of a yeah, but it's okay. Like
Yeah.
I don't mind if he wins, but I'm also quite happy if he doesn't.
It's a bit like your boss and my old boss, who's a massive Ipswich Town fan, who always put £20
Oh, he still does
on.
it.
Yeah, it puts £20 on the
Every
opposition to
week.
win. So if Ipswich win, he's happy, and if they don't win,
He has a takeaway.
he has a takeaway. There's
how it
Chinese on the
works.
way home because he's won some money. So yeah, fair play to him. Good. So I think we're pretty much there.
Yes.
In terms of the show for this week, Ryan would like to do a topic of the week.
Yep.
Which he's going to explain while I quickly download the graphic that you sent me
yeah.
that I haven't done.
Before I do that, Ryan, your points for last week
Oh,
were
yes.
15.93 points for last week. So where would that put you around this weekly table? You would have been
15 points. Oh, you'd have been right
eight.
up there.
You'd have
Oh
been
my
eighth
goodness!
this week with 15 points, just behind Adam and myself. There we are.
Is that above Glenn?
But above Glenn. Yes, above Glenn.
Who's put that?
Love,
Is it above, it's above Glenn?
love the way that's the only.
Is it above Glenn? Yes, it is. Yes, and well done. So, after what we did a couple of weeks ago when I was discussing Bryson and his, the comparison about his beef versus his pre-beef and his gain of only 0.1 shots around and blah blah blah.
Don't agree with the metric that we've chosen, but there we go.
No, but anyway, I thought it'd be good to have a topic of the week, something that you guys can all get involved with. So this week is consecutive weeks at number one. This popped up on
just weeks at number one.
sorry, weeks at number one.
Weeks at number one total.
This popped up on Facebook or Insta or something, and as you can beautifully see by the well prepared Simon, obviously Mr. Woods
miles ahead.
miles and miles ahead.
683 weeks at number one.
Just in case anybody didn't know, he was really good.
He was really
really
really,
Now,
really
for
good.
a long time.
The reason I'm bringing this up is about how the game has changed. That will never be broken.
No, for two main reasons.
For two reasons.
Yeah, mostly that the players are a lot closer together in terms of their ability, and they play the game very aggressively, and obviously the way the world ranking points are worked out are a bit more even across the world now, whereas it used to be so heavily US dominant.
Yeah.
So if you played on the European tour, you really didn't have a chance to get to number 1 in the world. Because obviously Tiger's playing when WGC events first came along, and they were all they were co-sanctioned events, but they were all very heavy loaded towards the.
So unless you're a European that played in every co-sanctioned event and every major, because the world ranking points work on, you take points off the people that are in the field.
Yes.
Then it's hard to take points off people that are obviously. You're taking points off people that are ranked at 400. It's not
the same.
Not quite the same.
So we've got Woods at 683, Norman at 331.
Yeah.
And then
he was really good as well.
He was very good. So of current players, DJ is the top at 135, 135.
Which just shows how good DJ consistently is.
And McIlroy at 106. Now Rory hasn't sort of, he's flirted with the top, but not. Can't remember the last time he was number 1.
Who's that? DJ?
No, Rory.
Oh, Rory.
It's
probably one.
Couple of
4 years, I would say, easy.
So that that's quite a long time, and we just want to know, like, what do you think at home about, like, the game has changed in the fact that you have to attack Thursday and Friday.
You have to
attack, and you have to be shooting 67, 68 Thursday and Friday to be making the cut.
To be in with the shout.
Winning,
and it also shows like how, like, a small block out of a career you can dominate, because Jason Day, 51 weeks. But for 2.5 to 3 years there, he was ridiculous.
Yeah, like, during Tiger's,
absolutely ridiculous.
During he would have flitted with Tiger at that.
Yeah, and also different ways of getting it done. So like Luke Donald's there at 56 weeks at world number 1.
But I bet a lot of those consecutive.
Yeah, and he just did it by literally hitting it gun barrel straight and being ridiculous with a putter in his hand.
Oh yeah.
I think he had a stat for over I think it was over a 2-year period, that he missed like 1 putt from inside 3 feet, which is just like nuts.
Rosansky's got a question.
I know. I think this is right. I think this is what he's saying.
The peak Tiger one
doesn't run right today. No, he doesn't.
I don't know,
and I think that's always a very difficult question to.
It's a bit like Jack versus Tiger.
Compare eras, because you don't know what. Like, one of the biggest reasons Tiger was so dominant, and this is controversial, he had a golf ball that was better than everyone else's golf ball. That Nike ball he was using wasn't a Nike ball, but that was
Bridgestone or something.
That was a ridiculous golf ball for him. He was one of the only players that was allowed to use it. It was basically his golf ball, and it did things that nobody else could do.
And he did things that nobody else could do.
100%.
Like the things that like Bryson is doing now, like hitting it over lakes. Yes, like Bryson's doing that now, and yes, it's going further, but like he was the first person to stand at Dubai Desert Classic and think, I don't want to hit it down there.
No,
I'm going to hit it over those palm trees over there.
Yeah.
And then the next year it was like, we're going to put some palm trees there. And they called it tiger-proofing golf courses.
Yeah.
So like he just pushed the bar earlier than everybody else was sort of that status quo of like, when he had that interview and he's like, oh, what are you going to do out on tour?
Yeah.
And I can't remember now who did the interview. It was a current tour player that was actually a Ryder Cup captain.
It's Curtis Strange, wasn't it?
Yeah, and he went, you'll learn like this. And he was just like, no, you lot will learn.
Exactly.
Yeah, you lot will learn.
Exactly. So it just interesting discussion about dominance in golf and how, and I love the fact that it's so open now. The fact that there could be anybody at world number 1 for short periods, it keeps changing hands, and as much as it, the players don't really care if they're world number 1. They just want to win events, because they're all judged by majors, and they know that.
And ultimately, it takes care of itself.
Yeah.
100%.
So, of the 11 that were on that list that Simon briefly showed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are still current players, to which I would say 3 of them are regular contenders. So we've got
Jason Day and Luke Donald aren't likely to be world number 1 again.
DJ, McIlroy and Brooks.
Oh, Brooks there, is
Brooks,
he?
yeah. Rahm's not there Rahm's under 44
okay.
weeks at number 1. So
also just shows like people like Nick Price. Like,
yeah, but again, it was a completely different thing there. He was amazing.
Absolute striper.
He was amazing. But again, if you look at his contemporaries, he was the person that just was there every single week, and that's what world number one rewards: someone that finishes top 5, top 10 every single week.
Yeah.
Tiger's cut streak. That's another one to look at. Like no one's ever gonna beat his consecutive cut streak. It's like 150 or something.
We looked it up. 200. Cut streak.
Cut streak. Yeah. Making cut because they don't play golf the same way now.
No.
They're so aggressive.
No.
Right. I think we're pretty much there for this evening. Lots of people are disappearing. So. Stay tuned to all the socials for next week's topic of the week. We are going to do this every single week.
We'd love you to get involved as well. So
5-10 minute chat.
Yeah, get in those comments.
I like Rosansky's idea for menu for the Masters dinner.
Yeah.
I think we'll save that for a certain week in April.
But I'm so with Ryan. 20 plus winning scores need to be sorted out. Yes, please.
20 plus winning scores.
Yes, as in under 20 under 20 minus. More
Oh,
than-
sorry.
under
Yeah,
20
I was thinking fantasy golf.
under.
Yeah, the courses need
under-
to be harder, like you said, to
under
stop them
par.
going crazy. But that's an event,
Firmness.
event by event.
You look at Riv.
Yeah, firmness, long rough,
Like,
get on with it.
yeah.
Yeah,
the
make
minute you
it
can't
tough.
hold it on a green, like
You
the
can't.
10th hole at Riviera, they're applauding JT hitting a wedge from 70 yards and holding the green.
Yeah.
They're saying, what an amazing shot.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's what they should
what?
be doing.
Mm.
But, like, that's what firmness does.
Yeah, that's what getting it in the fairway and striking. That's what the greens. So good. So thank you very much.
Perfect.
As always, guys, do all the YouTube stuff if you don't already. We'll see you down here
All the buttons.
for some more preview. Good luck with all your picks.
Massive thank you to the Patreons.
As always.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye bye.